How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here as we react to Legends of Tomorrow. This is ahead of her time. Love it. Title is 10 out of 10 already. Yeah, I'm really loving this season of Legends. It feels a lot more... Funnily enough, whilst it maintains the same level of wackiness that Legends usually offers, it feels different, especially last week's episode, which was quite brutal for a Legends of Tomorrow episode. Not that I'm complaining whatsoever, because it made for a fantastic story. But yeah, I'm really loving the direction they're going for Legends this season so far, especially with Zari, who is slowly but surely becoming who she was in the previous timeline. John Constantine's gone to see Astra's mother as well. Yeah, it's been a very, very crazy journey so far, and I'm really loving Legends Season 5 so much. So with that said, let's get into this episode. This is ahead of her time. Let's go. Oh no! I don't think this was part of the plan. This was not part of the plan.
Oh, Gary. What have you done?
Co-showering in the communal bathroom. You aren't getting
My heart, my
Which
Avalanche
is a
heart.
good
I can't
thing
get enough of this.
because I'm gonna need you to woman the ship. I've got business in Star City.
Is everything okay?
I thought I had him under control, but I didn't.
You can't have her!
John, get it!
She took Astra. Natalie couldn't live
Nice
with herself knowing that the
flashbacks.
price of her life was her daughter's. She killed herself in this room.
That's so sad.
Okay, is that freaky? No, that's not freaky.
Doesn't look like that.
It's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
Ray!
I love you too.
You do? I said get out.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
At least the feeling's mutual.
Nick, are you feeling all right? My stomach hurts. I can't eat. I can't drink. I think Ellie gave me an STD back at the reunion.
Initiating
God.
Those are not symptoms. Those are feelings.
Hashtag stuffy. What can we learn from those guys? But we really did have a lot of fun over there. Do you remember Taco Mondays, Nate?
Yeah, those are some wild taco times.
Yeah.
Aloha?
Yes. Aloha stands for assess, listen, observe, hydrate.
Hydrate, always hydrate, people.
See?
This is your public service announcement.
Ava, you heard the proverb, the fox knows many things.
Zari Tarazi standing outside. Un grand faux pas.
Not them.
Jean-Paul, my purse isn't gonna walk in by itself.
Nice. I'll give her compliments on that. Not what she did to Ava with the squirt.
Didn't you say this was an execution?
Maybe Gideon got it wrong.
Well, if they were Miserables,
Executing
they
some
certainly
dance
aren't
moves.
anymore.
So the resurrection was your idea?
Yes, all right. Nat and I,
Tell
we
them
were
the truth
best
there.
friends. How could I not try and save her?
Ava, I think we found our encore. She's in the VIP area. Nora's our encore? No, Ray. That's Marie Antoinette, and she should definitely be without her head by now.
Great.
But she looks like
On the
Nora.
phase 2 of Aloha, it's listening. Now her powers could be anything.
Unless Nora's like at this.
Pyrokinesis.
Fatal attractiveness. I mean, right?
Guys? Guillotine. Guys, be careful. I think Marie's about to make her move.
No! Let's eat cake!
Did they? Seems a bit excessive, doesn't it, for the guillotine use?
People would rather die than leave. Talk about FOMO.
God, that's it. Marie Antoinette was beheaded for partying while France starved, and now she is literally killing the revolution with a non-stop party. I think we figured it out. Charm is her superpower.
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, the
Ray?
guys were
Nate,
affected.
Behrad? It's like she's got...
You have to choose magic or me.
Oh, no. See, there's a lot more than
Screw you,
the
John
whole
Constantine.
Astra situation.
All right, that's enough, all right? I don't want you in my head or in my memories. No more games.
Look, we're trapped in this house with a knife-wielding ghost, and you're still refusing to own up to your past.
You are a fine one to talk, aren't you? But why don't we poke around in
Ah!
your closet?
What?
She's right, John.
Natalie, is that really
She's speaking
you?
through her. Oh, shh. Which is perfect. She can shapeshift into that. That would be a bit pushing it too far, but.
Dinner suite, this is a good idea.
We're gonna party our faces off. It's gonna be great.
Oh! Well,
Ew.
that is,
Seen that coming.
Touch me.
We'll take this into the library. Oh, I'll help you. Don't get creepy, right?
So, my sister's
Yeah.
a superhero. Should I get Gideon to make you a
I'm,
towel?
I'm
Towels are
just
for
thinking
middle-aged
all
women.
sorts of like innuendos right
Do
now
you need a dress for the party?
because I'm
Fabricator's all yours.
corrupt.
Trying to fit into French society.
I've been famous since
love
I
the
was
French.
6 years old. I don't know if people love me or love to hate me. What they don't understand is how hard I work to create a fantasy for them.
The secret
Oh,
is to
wow.
never let the party.
Future.
Just a peek, little lady computer.
As you wish. October 7th, 2045.
Hey, October 7th!
faces major backlash
Birthday.
from her fan to almost zero.
Damn, I don't even think
I
the
didn't
Fine
know
Brothers
there was anything wrong
lost
with
that
the
many
perfume.
when they got in
So
controversy a few
unfair.
years back.
Okay, I have to get out in front of this. Maybe Gidget can make me a new perfume. Or I can just take yours.
No, you cannot have it.
I mean, it's not like you're you.
It's just the body's just there. Oh boy. I just love it.
Marie did it. Zari and I weren't affected because we couldn't smell because of the dragon-esque. Who knows what kind of damage she would do with
That's
that.
okay.
Fault. Shouldn't have let
At
it
least they
stay.
saved themselves,
Too early
even
to
if
pat myself
it's
on the back.
damaging to the public
Wouldn't be
eye.
a true Legends mission unless something went wrong. Or several things.
Oh no. Oh no.
Popular.
Come on, Mick. She's harmless. It's just a headless body, you know.
She's not armless. Oof.
Little head here. No, Mick, go.
Oh, Jesus! Don't get ahead of yourself. Just free reign firing.
The ALO haven't gotten us anywhere.
What does the A stand for?
Hydrate!
AKA dispel magic.
S'mores. Yeah. Zari's boyfriend? That's me. Okay, guys. Party.
I'm hiding from
Yes, I do.
that bloody loom.
Okay, interesting.
Until I destroyed it.
Lady in cheap
I mean,
pants
that's not
that
good,
ruined
is
the
it?
party.
Later so I can thank you properly.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Call my letter so I can properly. Guys, come on.
Oh. I feel so bad for Zari. It's like she's out of place.
I've forgotten who I really am. I have millions of followers, but 0 friends.
Popularity like that isn't everything. Ava! Because it kind of creates that shell.
Come on.
The lung cancer catches up to him.
Can you make it 0?
It's a nasty way to go, especially all at once. You sure that's who you want to be?
Why is it so hard for people to let little girls grow up?
John may be the villain in your story.
It's like my past was catching up with me, so...
John, no!
Yeah. I just gotta...
Oh my god! John, what? What the fuck? Holy shit! I mean, I hope there's a plan to save Constantine, because, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen now. Like, Constantine's ending up dying, and because Astra's a bitch, and this was nuts. This was an episode and a half. I loved how this episode proceeded, but I need something good to happen to Constantine. Jesus Christ. And it's one hell of a way to go out. Like, it's a very, very dark way. And I'm noticing, like, the theme of darkness is apparent in this season. Like, they are really pushing the violence. Well, I wouldn't say violence. The gore and whatnot for this season, but fuck, that was something though. We got some very, very interesting bits and pieces coming out with Constantine talking to Astra's mother Natalie and talking about his backstory and Astra and how Constantine kind of botched the resurrection of Natalie, as well as the fact that him and Natalie had a thing going on and he left, and yeah, it was really, really good peeking into a bit of backstory, as well as the looms of fate, which seemed to be key in being able to save Astra, which Charlie was out to destroy. She destroyed one of the pieces, it seems, and she did talk about the fact that they were scattered throughout the multiverse. And then she said, before Constantine ended up dying, that she thought that something changed. I think that's all to do with Crisis, because surely if they're scattered across the multiverse, they're going to merge anyway. So rather than it being scattered across the multiverse, they're scattered throughout the universe. So even though, like, the multiverse still exists, yeah, I'm just worried for Constantine. Like, Astra, what a complete bitch. And that's the thing, she'll do anything. Like, she's got a favour to owe now, and she knows that Constantine's been a thorn in her side, so she'll do anything to make sure Constantine's out of the picture. But bloody hell. So, yeah, Constantine's story was pretty impressive. And I really loved how Ava took charge in this episode. It's a nice little continuation of her like status back in episode 2, wasn't it? When she was threatened about the fact that she feels out of place. And now she's been given this responsibility as a leader, which the worries, like, it's kind of like an acceleration in terms of status because like she wasn't prepared to be interim leader, and she's worried about not making a good enough impression. So I really, really loved Ava's involvement and how she managed to structure the team. But not just that, how Zari was involved as well. Especially like since Zari is giving a bit more depth in this episode with how she's really feeling as to opposing the socialite scene that she's on, because she talks about how they were like how she was in the spotlight at such a young age, and she's trying to fit in, and she's struggling because of the fact that she has zero friends. She has a lot of people following her, but that's it. That's who she is, like, to the people. She's like, no one can really bond with her. She's like, who Zari is, it's kind of like a shell in a sense, isn't it? Like that, like the real Zari wants something, but there's this shell like encasing the real Zari, because she's got a lot of followers out there. She hasn't got anyone to bond with, and she kind of feels empty. So, and I really, really loved that exploration with Zari. I thought it was really, really good stuff, especially with how her and Marie had some things in common. Which I gotta say, I just love the fact that Courtney Ford played her. Like, and I don't think there was any explanation given. Like, I don't think this is anything to do with Crisis or whatever. It just happens, okay? And you don't need to think about it. It's Legends. We're doing this. So, Courtney Ford, and I gotta love that French accent, playing Marie. Perfect. Just perfect. So yeah, I really loved how Zari was involved in this episode. Also, the fact about, like, how the perfumes ended up being a really, really good catalyst with the perfume Marie was using was like a magical fragrance to make sure that everyone would basically party to death. And what Zari was using was basically a suppressor to that. So yeah, but it was a really, really good episode. Very nuts, especially with the decapitated body, like running around after Mick and Ray in the ship with Mick's gun and just firing anywhere. And yeah, it was just bizarre as well, seeing the head there. And I don't know what was going through Ray's head. Like, I mean, we obviously had an idea what was going through Ray's head when he saw, like, when the decapitated head of Marie was on the ship. Like, he could get some bonding time with Marie, and I just love that scene where he was like, "Oh, look, it's basically a duplicate of yourself." So, yeah, and I just love Nora coming out. If a decapitated head is what you see in us, then we're gonna have words. Oh man, this show just never fails to, like, impress. It's just nuts 24/7, and I love it. I also love the fact that Mick has a bit of character development as well, with the fact that he's having feelings for Ali. So that's pretty great stuff. So awesome. But yeah, this was Legends. This was absolutely nuts and very scary at the end with Constantine. I'm hoping something does happen for. Like, I think this is my favourite episode so far, just with the amount of depth it went into, not just in terms of Zari's character, but Constantine's background and that shocking ending that we had. As well as just throw Courtney Ford as Marie, because why not? That's, like, literally, I'm just imagining that's what's going on in the writer's room. You know what? We need to find someone who could play Marie, like the Queen of France before the French Revolution. Let's just get Courtney in, just for the hell of it. I mean, it's Legends of Tomorrow. There doesn't need to be any explanation given. It's happening. So yeah, as well as the fact that we have the Looms of Fate, like, that's a very, very essential piece into this season of Legends, it seems. So I really thought this episode flowed well with a few concepts being explored, like Constantine's past and Looms of Fate, and Zari's character as well, as she's itching closer to becoming who Zari was, especially with that donut scene. So, yeah. But this was Legends of Tomorrow, 8th episode. I just love this show so freaking much. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!